I think that there are some churches that made it very, very clear that we are better than you. We have more than you. And we are going to, um, I had a church to tell, I said, look, if you want to contribute to some of the things that we're doing, I need you to contribute to the hard cost. Like contribute to me paying for my building so I won't need you to pay for my program. If you want to give us help, we have some physical things that we're doing that will be sustained, and you have some things that you want to do that you would just contribute to. But that means I'll always need you. And he said, yeah, that's what I mean. We don't want to make you independent by helping you pay for your mortgage, helping you pay for those things that will free you up your money. And then you could do what you want to do. We feel like we can control the relationship better if you have a mortgage and we support your programs because you'll always need us. That was their philosophy that they thought was okay. Now I said, so these other churches that you're ministering to, this one in Mexico and this one over here and this one over here, how are you supporting them? Are you supporting their programs? Well, no. We're building them buildings so that they can be independent.
Okay.
Now, this is a conversation he's having with me, this pastoral team, and they don't know that what they're saying. Here's what the guy said to me when I talked about, I said, what we're trying to do is build up some guys to employment. We're talking about employment. And he came to me and said, hey, man, we have a few guys that get together, retired business leaders, who are mentoring a number of young business leaders, and we're walking them aside and we're contributing to their development of their own business. So they don't have to get business loans and they'll understand the business. And if they're in the mentor program, then we make sure that they can own their own business and be entrepreneurs. And he says, and so therefore, if your people need jobs, we'd be glad to, we can put them to work and we can do all that kind of stuff working under our people. And so this white guy, he was telling me about this group. And so I said, I got a better idea. I said, why don't you allow us to join the group of entrepreneurs so that we can learn the same things that you're learning them, and you can support the folks who in our community so we can build the same businesses over there. And the guy looked at me stunned and said, okay. And then he never called me back. The idea that in a church environment that you offer the same benefits, the practical values, the things that churches do together to all of the people. We don't do that. We don't offer Black pastors who are trying to come up the same opportunity to become senior pastors as some of these other guys. We send them to City Union Mission, It's you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's
I don't just I can't even begin to but that's not an effect of
that is the best that we have.
It's not the best we have. And
that
so
is, those are the lawyers, those are the people who are middle class, who are the attorneys, those are the. I have a guy who said, this is what a Black guy said to me. I was when my business started really growing, and I started making more and more money, I just couldn't fathom tithing to this church.
That's
he
crazy.
Moved to another church so that he could feel comfortable tithing.
And to me, that's crazy.
That's beyond.
And see, but I think that's beyond. But that's not my. I would say that's not the mentality of, if I will, say African American men and women I know that either send their kids to suburban schools or predominantly or private schools. That's not the mentality of the attorneys that I know.
I bet you they contribute to those schools and make those schools better with resources that would be neglected at a school that is not what they want, but could be with their help. I'm not serving on the school board.
I was talking about the church environment, but on the school board. But I don't know. All I'm saying is that's not the mentality of the people that I know. Even the people that went to the Black people that went to Pembroke, and I know that they had a group and it was a suburban Black group where they got together to support Black people in that community. and dealing with issues of being in a suburb. I mean, I know that they were part of various organizations like that were predominantly Black, even though they went to Pembroke. I know that was their mentality, and it's not a mentality of we are leaving our community behind and we don't care. That was I never
I
came
understand it's
across
not a mentality. That is, I would say that's not an intentional mentality.